Yeah, Mo, and we back again, YouTube. We about to get into another reaction video. This right here is Hip Hop Daily Rap Channel, number one rap channel. YSL versus YFN, the war between Young Thug and YFN Lucci. Let's get into it.
Two of ATL's hottest rappers been in a heated beef over the past few years that's led to threats on social media and violence. Let's dive into the war between Young Thug and YFN Lucci. Young Thug is one of the most influential artists in the game. When he first came into the industry, people were shocked by his wild behavior.
Now, one thing I want to say is this. At first, when I was seeing a little back and forth, I didn't know the war between them was that deep from the outside looking in. It took a long time to actually see just how deep the war was.
Fashion sense, and unusual delivery. But over time, Thug gained the respect for being a true pioneer who paved the way for a new generation of rappers. Thug grew up in the Jonesboro South Projects in Atlanta's Zone 3 neighborhood. He was the second youngest of 11 kids. Most of his siblings were in the streets, so he jumped off the porch at an early age, around 8 or 9 years old. He started selling drugs and getting into fights in school and was even expelled in 6th grade for breaking a teacher's arm. For that,
Damn, that boy got 11 siblings, he did say that. Or 10, whatever he said, that's a lot of damn siblings.
he spent the next 4 years in juvie. In an interview with Rolling Stone, he said he didn't have anything to do in juvie except gamble, fight, and Thug is affiliated with the Bloods from Cleveland Avenue, one of the main roads that runs through Zone 3 by the projects where he grew up. They used to call themselves the ROC crew, or Raised on Cleveland. Thug was always a trendsetter and also looked at as a leader in his hood. So he started his own crew and brand called YSL, which eventually became his record label. YSL has been labeled a gang by the police, but Thug and others denied this and say it's a family and music collective.
And, and I gotta say again, as an outside looking in person, as a fan, YSL always meant Young Stoner Life until, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, shit got real.
Which stands for Young Stoner Life. According to Thug, YSL wasn't created to commit crime and violence, but to create legal opportunities for his friends and family. And if you look at Thug's accomplishments and what he's achieved in the music,
That boy had on a first skirt. He had on a first skirt, y'all. I ain't never see that. Now, I done watched a lot of the video. Hold on now. We not gonna skip.
according to Thug, YSL
There.
wasn't created to commit crime and violence, but to create legal opportunities
This nigga got on a first skirt, man. Thug, you my nigga, but goodness gracious, man.
for his friends and family. And if you look at Thug's accomplishments and what he's achieved in the music industry, it seems like it's been a success. Some of the first artists Thug signed were his day ones, Gunna and Lil Duke, with other names later coming on board like brothers Lil Keed and Lil Got It, Yak Gotti, Strick, T-Shine, Unfook, and a lot more. In a short amount of time, Thug built his own empire.
Lil Key definitely one of my favorite YSL Young Stoner Life rappers. I fuck with Lil Key. He be flowing.
And made a promise to make all of his friends rich. One of Thug's early contributions to the rap game was using the word slime to refer to a friend or homie, or just a slimy activity. But it was first used by New York rappers like Nori, who used the term in a tweet back in 2009. Then it was popularized by Young Thug, who dropped a series of tapes in the late 2010s called Slime Season. Since then, the term has been used by everyone from Playboi Carti to Drake, showing how influential Thug is.
Nah, man. That man, a couple years back, like 2017, 2018, everybody in the world was calling each other slime.
Young Thug made his debut in 2010, appearing on the song She Can Go by True Royal. Then he dropped his own solo mixtapes called I Come From Nothing Parts 1 through 3. This caught Gucci Mane's attention, who signed the rapper to his 1017 label in 2013. Thug then dropped the project 1017 Thug.
So at that point in time, Gucci had Dolph, Longway, Thug. I think he had a project or two with Chief Keef, and he had the Migos. Man, he had a roster. That's the year he went to jail. He had a roster, man.
That same year, which got high praise from fans and critics and earned attention from magazines and media, who included the project on several year-end lists. So it seemed like things were really heating up for Thug. After Gucci got locked up in 2013, Thug started making more moves in the industry. He linked up with Birdman and Rich Homie Quan to form Rich Gang in 2014, leading to rumors that he might sign with Cash Money. Then, in 2014, he dropped the track Stoner, which became his breakout hit. On the song, he even shouts out his old crew, dropping the bar, "Hear my song way from YCC, ROB, SMN." Now we YSL Venom. YTC stands for Young Thugs in Charge, and ROB stands for Raised on Cleveland, what the Bloods call Cleveland.
See, I ain't never heard about that Young Thugs in Charge shit. That's why I say, man, these dudes be doing their homework. They be going in the back of these niggas' files. They be searching their names and their history and shit. I ain't even heard them say that in the court documents yet. The YTTC shit or whatever you said.
Cleveland Ave, where Thug grew up, and SMM stands for Sex, Money, Murder, which is an East Coast gang. So basically, he's talking about how he ranked up through other Atlanta gangs to make his own collective. But while Thug was blowing up in the industry, another rapper from Zone 3 was also gaining the buzz. YFN Lucci is a rapper who grew up in the Summerhill hood of Zone 3, not far from the Jonesboro projects where Thug grew up. Lucci went to Southside High School and played football, but after practice, he said he and his friends used to be in the streets trying to make money. Lucci's from a blood set called ABG, or Atlanta Blood Gang, which is a branch off of the Inglewood family Bloods from Los Angeles.
So, and that's another thing. But they say they linked in with the LA crew. But I was gonna say, how do the gang shit work with the guys that's not from LA, and it's a whole LA gang that's fucking up your community? I'm just asking.
He, his brother, and their close homies will form their own clique called YFN, which stands for Young Fly. Just like YSL, Lucci denies that YFN is a gang and says that it's just a music group and record label. But police look at it differently and say it's an influential set of the Bloods that Lucci controls. Lucci's brother, YFNK, was the one who encouraged him to start rapping, along with his best friend's older brother, Big Nut.
Now that's right there. That's kind of who everything got started over. You know what I'm saying? Once Nut got killed, I guess that's when shit was just like, it was up after that.
Big Nut was a respected dude in Atlanta who also had ties to Young Thug and the ROC crew. He heard Lucci's music and believed in his talent, so he started plugging him in with people in the industry who could help his career, including his current manager, Fly. Fly also managed Rich Homie Quan, who was featured on the track Exactly How It Was from Lucci's first mixtape, Wish Me Well. At that time, Rich Homie Quan and Thug were...
And look, everybody was worried about Thug wearing dresses and shit, right? But the whole time he was applying a whole different type of pressure behind the scenes, because I heard, and rest in peace to Rich Homie Quan, but it was said in the trial, or he's actually said himself while he was sitting in the interrogation room, that he was willing to testify on Thug. Niggas was like putting pressure on him to do mixtapes, kind of the reason why he fell off the scene.
We're still close because of Rich Gang, so there wasn't any beef between YSL and YNF. But as Thug was reaching the top of the rap game and YFN Lucci was building a buzz for himself, a crucial event would cause a big split in the city of Atlanta. In January 2015, Big Nut was killed in a drive-by at a barbershop on McDaniel Street in the Castleberry Hill neighborhood of Southwest Atlanta. Nut was standing outside the barbershop when a car drove by and someone fired an automatic weapon. Another dude in the...
So the nigga Woody gets on the stand and says, "Ho, Your Honor, nothing I say could be used against me." "Nah, Woody, nothing could be used against you." "Yeah, me and such and such, we shot the barbershop up." Is this the barbershop shooting? Because when they asked him, "So did you kill Nut?" then he kind of like said some whole different shit, like some I don't recall type shit, right? But,
his 20s, and the 14-year-old boy also got shot in the leg but survived. Even though police ain't have a clear motive, they said the shooting was gang-related. Big Nut was a major figure in Atlanta, and his death
had a iced out ass charm. Think it's a gang?
Was a loss to the city. Besides being close with YFN Lucci, he was loved and respected throughout Atlanta's hip-hop scene. It's not clear who killed Big Nut since his murder was never solved, but there's rumors
his murder might not have been solved, but it's a motherfucker on the stand that damn near done claimed it with immunity.
that the YSL crew had something to do with it. Even though no one was ever caught, Atlanta police...
Mo, this nigga was getting he was on that Gucci Man time. Look at that motherfucker charm. With the one way, one life.
said Big Nut's death sparked as many as 37 other crimes, including 4 murders. So not only were the streets of Atlanta hot because of his death, it also led to a major split in the local rap scene. Lucci often talks about how much Big Nut helped his career and was a genuine friend to him. Rappers from Atlanta were forced to pick sides between YSL and YFN, with many past collaborators turning away from Thug, like Rich Homie Quan and Bloody J. But the beef wasn't held to just...
And that was the thing. Rich Homie Quan, that was his father barbershop. So I mean, if you look at it from Which Home Quan perspective, if I do pick sides, the shit already happened at my father barbershop, so it's gonna look like I threw an alley oop or set a play. So you know what I'm saying? It's a tough situation to be in for real.
Just the industry, and things played out in the streets too. In an interview with Karen Civil, Lucci said that his childhood home got shot up multiple times, including once where his mother and her friend got caught in the crossfire.
Yeah, now that the mother testified like a day or two ago, and she was talking about this incident, and I mean it was kind of crazy because the first time her house got shot up, she left the house for a couple days. Then on the day she returned, the house get shot up again. She get hit and her friend get hit. But I was kind of like thinking like, damn, was they trying to hit Thug baby? Was they trying to hit Lucci baby mama and his baby? And is that the reason why the shit happened to Thug baby mother at the bowling alley? You know what I'm saying? Because on both shootings, the child and the child mother was dead. Even though the mother was there herself, but you know what I'm saying?
He don't reveal who shot up his house, but based on the timeline, many think it was the work of YSL. This just tightened the tension between both sides, and not long after, YFN Lucci and Thug got into a public war on social media. In February 2016, YFN took shots at Thug by going after those closest to him. First, he went at Thug's fiancée, Jerica Carle, implying that they slept together in the past. He tweeted, "I know you miss laying on that sofa with me, girl. Hashtag Rika." Even though he ain't mentioned
Yeah, Lucci was going smack though, you know what I'm saying? People always try to paint one side as the bad guy, but and a lot of people forget that Lucci snitched in that motherfucking interrogation room. He told them people who was trying to stab him up, who put the hit out on him for his life, all type of shit. But people overlooked that.
her by name,
They only focus
fans
on
knew
the
who he was
gun.
talking about. He followed that up by tweeting, "I got your on a leash," and "Fly took a rich can't do nothing but respect him." But he ain't stopped there and continued going, saying he had text messages that proved he and Jerica have been involved. Lucci tweeted, "He gon' cry."
How many friendships, even though it was already up before this, but how many friendships, how many kingdoms have women brought down? You know what I'm saying? How many friendships, how many kingdoms, you feel me? Same shit with Gucci and Gotti. Same shit with Gotti and Dolph. You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy.
When he see these messages,
Pop,
following
you
up
big.
with, "Go follow my Instagram right now, send me 100K followers, and I'm uploading them. Let's go." Lucci must have gotten the clout he was chasing, because he ended up posting the supposed messages, and it looks like it is between two people who are about to hook up, but there's no telling if the other number is really Thug's fiance. It shows Lucci asking the girl where she is, and she responds saying 8 minutes away. They send each other love and kissing emojis back and forth, and Lucci even tells her, "About to jump in the shower, what you doing? And you should have gotten in with me." Lucci continued trolling by adding Jerica and tweeting, "Miss you, bae." Then he turned his attention to Thug, tweeting a bunch of L's, and, "By the way, nobody wants your punk ass cuz baby boy insider."
Oh man, the disrespect. I think after that, Thug popped up at that nigga house. Thug was not playing.
Thug wasn't entertained by the trolling and tweeted back, "Shout out Solo Lucci, Young King." Then followed up with, "You just trying to get on. And if any upcoming rapper want to be put on, let's make music. I don't want to beat." But if that wasn't shady enough, Lucci continued going at Thug a few days later by tweeting a video of his daughter with the caption, "Happy B-Day, baby girl," along with a bunch of hashtags.
Wow. Yeah, see what I'm saying? People forget that type of shit, man. Nigga was definitely egging and trolling. And yeah, nigga, my house got shot up. You can't be playing with people like
Including "Long Live Nut Forever." Thug is known to be very protective of his daughter and once threatened to slap Plies for calling his daughter a in an interview with Sway in the Morning. Thug ain't publicly comment on Lucci's post of his daughter, but it's likely there was consequences behind the scenes. After that, the beef died down for a little while both was focused on their careers.
Yeah, cause bruh shot his mother house up. I'm sorry, allegedly. But that's probably around the time that Mom Duke's house got hit up like that because you was playing with a nigga child. You know what I'm saying? When you trolling like that, and then this what I'm saying. Look what this nigga got on. Couple $100,000 worth of jewelry. Why Mom Duke still live in the hood for her house to get shot up anyway? I'm confused.
Thug was rising to the top of the rap game, hinting that he was working on a joint album with Kanye, while also appearing on 2 songs on Drake's More Life project. Thug then dropped his fourth official mixtape, Jeffrey, in 2017, which was a critical and commercial success and quickly went viral because of his famous cover art of him wearing a dress.
Man.
YFN Lucci was also making major waves in the industry, dropping the track Every Day We Lit with PNB Rock in late 2016.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. If you was in the club and you had your VIP, that's how I party. Only when I'm in the club, I got a VIP. You feel me? That was before any type of YouTube money, anything. Only way I'm party is I'm in the VIP. If you was in the club and that song came on in the VIP, it went up every time. Every time. I ain't gonna lie.
That song peaked at number 33 on the Billboard chart and was one of Lucci's highest charting singles. He followed this up with the EP Long Live Nut, which was dedicated to Lucci's dead homie, Big Nut. Later that same year, Thug released his fifth project, Beautiful Thugger Girls, on June 16, 2017.
Hey, that motherfucking crank. Hey, that motherfucking crank. I don't care about the name. I don't care about the cover. I don't care about none of that shit. That motherfucking crank hard.
Tupac's birthday. A few days after, Thug let the world know he purposely dropped the project on Tupac's birthday because he feels like the new Tupac. Thug tweeted, "I dropped EBBTG on Tupac's birthday because I'm the hashtag new Pac. I feel like I am the thug he didn't get to become. Hashtag, so I'm gonna finish what he started." YFN Lucci responded by tweeting,
Hey, shit, man, the way that, never mind.
"Pac would have never worn a dress," with a clown emoji. Thug then went on a Twitter rant aimed at Lucci, ending it by saying, "Doing too much could become a deep sleep." So this beef wasn't just online. It had the potential to get very real. In 2018, Thug's right-hand man, YSO Duke, was involved in a shooting where he almost lost his life outside the Magic City strip club. Surveillance footage from outside the club shows Duke leaving and being followed by two men. He turns around and sees the dudes coming for him, so he starts running as one of them pulls out a pistol and starts firing. Duke runs around a car.
That's come from being on your pivot. You know what I'm saying? He was on this shit. I don't care if you just leaving the club or not, man. Don't get nowhere and get wasted enough to the point where you can't be on your shit. You all sloppy and slouchy and shit. Nah, man, stay on your toes. That's why he ain't die. You feel me?
While the man is shooting, but luckily the bullets miss and he gets away. The shooter got arrested and rumors were going around that Duke snitched. But Duke later posted the paperwork confirming that he didn't snitch. It's not clear exactly what caused the shooting, but it's been said it was tied to the beef with YFN. Something must have gone down that fans didn't get to see, because in 2019, Thug got back on social media and threatened to slap YFN Lucci and Houston rapper Sauce Walker during the Instagram Live. It's not clear what caused the diss, but it sparked a heated back and forth that reignited the...
Yeah, everybody was talking that shit, but look, Shorty started getting active. Shit, you see how he looking at the screen? When he started getting active, that shit started getting mute. Motherfuckers wasn't making no more diss songs. They wasn't talking shit back.
The beef. Lucci responded to Thug by posting a video to his own Instagram, calling Thug a gay slur and telling him he's not slapping nobody. He even called Thug a punching bag and a Sauce Walker responded with his own post, showing young Thug with a boxing trainer, along with emojis as captions, including one of a woman in a dress. Thug clapped back at Lucci, telling him again that he would slap him the next time he sees him in public, and that "my teeth cost more than your broke ass life, boy." So the beef was back on.
And he had the plain white veneers in. That's fucked up. That's crunchy. That rich nigga talk.
And it wasn't just for social media. A month later, YFN Lucci's car got shot up in Atlanta. Police arrived at the scene and found the victim.
Oh man. Oh shit. So that's what they would, cause they had asked the mother. They was like, "Man, did you know what happened to his G-Wagon?" She was like, "Yeah, but she ain't know who did it." And they never really said exactly what happened. They just asked her, did she know what happened? They showed her some pictures. That motherfucker got sparked up, huh?
Victim suffering from 2 gunshot wounds, but it wasn't YFN Lucci. The victim told police that he was driving when shots rang out, spraying the car and hitting him in the shoulder. The Mercedes G-Wagon belonged to Lucci.
Man, listen. I'm not riding in your car and you got shit going on. You see what happened with the Dolph situation, man. Let's take some incognito shit. Leave that shit for when you got security or you got the whole squad with you. Other than that, we not finna ride around in no big blood red ass G-Wagon while you got some hot ass beef going on. It's hot on your ass.
Lucci was registered in his mom's name, so police assumed the bullets were meant for Lucci. Not long after that, someone spray painted the word "slat" on Big Nut's gravesite, taking the beef to new lows.
Yeah, nah, ain't no new low. It was low when the nigga started posting another nigga kids. That's low. From man to man, me and you in some life threatening beef and you posting my child, that's really a threat to my child life. So that's low right there.
Slat is a blood phrase used by Young Thug and other YSL members. It's not clear if it was vandalized by an actual YSL member or just someone chasing clout, but either way, it added fuel to the fire. Thug would drop his debut album So Much Fun in 2019 and throw subtle shots at Lucci on the track Just How It Is. First, he drops a bar justifying why he wore a dress on the cover of Jeffrey, rapping, "Had to wear the dress because I had the stick." This was also the line Thug said to Adam 22 on the episode of No
Man, that ain't the reason, but fuck it. You know, that's his story. Let him spit his speed.
Jumper, claiming he had an AK under the dress. Even though this bar ain't directly about Lucci, he was one of the haters who clowned Thug for his fashion choice. Then Thug rapped the bar, "Last tried me, almost got popped in Lenox." This bar is talking about the situation between Young Thug and YFN Lucci at Lenox Mall in Atlanta. It's not clear exactly what happened, but Lucci responded directly to the bar.
I think that's the day the nigga Lil Key took a video standing on the back of Lucci Maybach and shit. They was basically acting like Lucci was scared to come out the mall type shit. But knowing how physical shit was getting now, he probably did go ahead and hold it down in the mall while they was out there. And I ain't mad at him, you feel me?
Posting to his IG story with slides that said, "Cap ass album," and "Boy almost shitted on himself in Lenox, no cap." Thug responded to Lucci's comments by adding him and saying, "If I ain't like what you do for your mother and kids, I would have been killed you," with a bunch of crying emojis.
And that's when you know it's real. It's on site. Nigga put that out there for millions of people to see. It's on site. It's on site. He ain't playing with you. You don't need to be playing with him. Fuck all that. You done talked about his mama. Now you done talked about his daughter. Now he talk about your mother and your kids after your mother house done been pew-pewed up.
But that ain't the only time YSL and YFN had a confrontation at Lenox Mall. About a year later, Thug's artist Yak Gotti posted a photo to Instagram of himself standing.
See, it was two different incidents, so I wasn't hip to the first one. But yeah, took a picture standing on the back of Slim Maybach. Now I thought this was kind of some Bama shit. I don't like, as a man, I don't think another man should fuck with a nigga car. That's kind of like female shit. But, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, nigga, I'm out here standing on the back of your Maybach. How many hundreds of thousands this cost? Come do something about it. You feel me?
On the trunk of Lucci's car in the mall's parking lot while throwing up the middle finger. Around the same time, a YSL member named Snakeface posted a video of a YFN chain claiming he jacked Lucci or another YFN member. On Just How It Is, Young Thug raps, "Stole a chain, but I ain't worried, fool," which might be a possible motive for the chain snatching. YFN Lucci ain't even respond to the alleged chain snatching, but he did respond to Yak Gotti standing on his car. He hopped on IG Live and said he saw Yak Gotti at the mall and he just dapped him up. It wasn't until he left that people started telling him that the rapper was standing on his car taking pictures, which he considers a weak move. So
yeah, I mean, even if you saw him in the mall and y'all wasn't on nothing, didn't dap each other up, like why you standing, like the car ain't gonna hit you, nigga, you know what I'm saying?
It seemed like the beef was getting out of control and it was only a matter of time before things got violent. But before it reached that point, YFN Lucci would get himself involved in some serious trouble with the law, which threatened both his freedom and his career. In January 2021, YFN Lucci was accused of being the driver in a drive-by that left one man injured and another man dead. Police say that Lucci, along with 3 other gang members, drove through the ops' hood in December of the previous year and opened fire on another group of men.
So, it's a controversial ass situation, man. And I feel like them pushing homes out the car was just like fucked up, in my opinion. A lot of people feel like, you know, what we supposed to, we just slid through somebody's hood, he got hit. We supposed to drop him off at the hospital and shit and get locked up. I'm like, I feel you, but on the same hand, I can't, what I'm supposed to tell your mother, what I'm supposed to tell your wife, your girl, your kids, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, you feel me? I ain't never feel comfortable with that situation, how they just push homes out the car like that.
The other group ended up firing back, and a man named James Adams, who was inside the car with Lucci, got shot in the head. Adams was then thrown out of the car and left to die on the side of the road. Later that same day, Kevin White, a dude who's believed to be one of the men Lucci and his crew shot, showed up at a local firehouse with a gunshot wound to the stomach. He was brought to the hospital and survived. Lucci.
Yeah, and he probably ain't gonna get charged because they came through. You know what I'm saying? They was sliding through their hood.
He's accused of being the driver and not believed to have pulled the trigger, but he was still charged with murder, aggravated assault, participating in criminal street gang activity, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony.
And that's because them niggas was causing so much havoc in the hood in Atlanta or wherever they from. They was causing so much havoc. They just was ready to get his ass off the streets.
Lucci turned himself in and then posted a $500,000 bond, but he violated the conditions of his bail by going to a recording studio and then the strip club to make
Oh, he could have been fighting all this from the streets, but he went to see some cheap. Could them bitches come to the house, bruh?
matters worse. The prosecutors say the strip club he went to was the scene of an alleged gang-related shooting that led to the drive-by that got him locked up. So his bond was revoked and he got sent right back to jail to await trial. If that wasn't bad enough, a few months later, Lucci was involved in a Georgia State RICO case which accused a bunch of Bloods of various crimes from murder to racketeering. Police used the rapper's social media and music videos to tie him to other Blood sets from Atlanta to Miami. They claim that YFN was not just a record label and music group, but an official Blood set, and that Lucci had used his position as a famous rapper to order crimes on behalf of the gang.
See, man, everybody wanna be gang. How 50 said, I do not gang bang, but I bang. You feel me? Whatever that nigga said.
They used his participation in the drive-by shooting that killed James Adams as evidence, as well as another incident where Lucci supposedly strangled a man for playing his ops music. One of the dudes arrested alongside Lucci for the drive-by was Rayvon Boyd, who's a rapper from Miami that goes by the name CP3. Another rapper caught up in the indictment was Bloody J, who collabed with both Thug and Lucci.
Man, then they got Boosie in them. I ain't even see that nigga standing right there. That nigga got on so much red, I ain't even see Boosie standing right there.
Lucci before Big Nut died when he sided with Lucci. Prosecutors claim that Lucci and CP3 were attempting to unite the Bloods in Atlanta with the Bloods in Miami and use their music as a way to make money for the gang and diss their enemies. The dissing led to real violence in the streets, including the shooting where Lucci was allegedly the driver. Even though most of the evidence against Lucci is indirect, it's still gonna be a tough legal battle and he'll be locked up as he fights the case. So, it seems like his petty beef with Young Thug will be put on hold for the moment while he fights for his freedom. It don't seem like Thug cares to continue to beef either. In an interview he did with Big Boy back in 2019, Thug said the Nipsey situation changed his whole perspective and he don't want problems with anyone, including Lucci. So,
but listen, when I hit that button, y'all know what that mean. That's my time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share at Already Clouded TV. Y'all go check out Hip Hop Daily, the #1 rap channel when y'all get a chance. As always, catch me next time.